I'm Andy McCaskey from SDR News, and we're continuing our coverage here at the HP Discover event in Las Vegas. And we're going to be talking about converged systems with Gary Stevens.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Great.
Your role is global business development.
Global business development for the converged system business unit.
For the converged system.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just kind of as a refresher, when HP says converged systems, how is that defined?
Yeah, think of a purpose-built configuration designed and optimized for a specific type of workload, be it SAP HANA for big data, be it virtualization, or some other application, but it's purpose-built, so it's designed specifically to work best for that workload.
So if there is a specific requirement that's come out, it's not exactly an off-the-shelf solution, but it's something that's been tested as a system and can be delivered quickly.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, in addition to being optimized for a certain application workload, it's also optimized to really take advantage of some of the new needs of our customers, namely the need to not want to have to do their own integration, the need to have a simplified management experience, and the need to experience the same level of simplicity and ease of management across the entire life cycle, be it 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the road of owning that same solution for that workload.
Right. So what was announced at HP Discover in the converged system?
We announced a lot of things. Two things that we can talk about today was the HP OneView. It is a simplified management environment that allows you to have a single pane view across both server, storage, and networking environments. So it simplifies, changes, moves, infrastructure adjustments or expansions for your environment. We also announced the HP OneView on top of our converged system, especially for virtualization. So that gives you the ability for, if you're running a virtualized environment, running VMware or our Microsoft partner software, it allows you to have an optimized environment for virtualization to run various types of workloads on top of that virtualization. And now it comes with HP OneView as the management stack.
And so is that the primary technological significance of these two systems working together, or are there other factors?
Well, we made some enhancements to our virtualization platform to include new changes in hardware, new versions of software, but the addition of OneView really changes the game, because now you've got the ability to manage not only the server environment on top of our virtualization under one pane, but in addition to that you can manage the storage environment as well as the networking environment. So it really simplifies the whole experience.
So if I'm understanding correctly, you have standardized building blocks that can be used to build out a data center depending upon the variety of workloads that you might have.
Right.
Once you have that set up, how do you scale beyond it? Do you add additional blocks, or is there a certain amount of scaling that's inherent in each of them?
Right. Yes, so that's a good question. It's understanding kind of like how do you manage your infrastructure as your business grows? So how do you build beyond what you first acquire? When you look at how the converged system for virtualization, as an example, is designed, it allows you to understand exactly what you're going to get from a scalability factor for the initial purchase. And then, as your businesses grow, it allows you to have a balanced expansion across everything you have, so across the servers and across the storage environment, so that when you need to make the additional purchase, it's simplified and it's already optimized and balanced, and so you know exactly how much more of the converged system you need based upon what your current or your future workload is. So it really is a way to kind of buy on demand. You pay for what you need today, and then as your business grows, you can expand it, and the expansion is designed as a part of the initial solution.
So that would guard against you buying more network capacity than you needed, or more storage capacity, while maybe underbuying as far as computer resources.
Right. So actually, what we're trying to do is make sure you don't do either one of those. There's no reason to waste money and buy more networking than you really need. At the same time, if you look at the balance between, again, we use storage and server, you don't want to under provision because then you introduce a bottleneck into your environment and you're just not being very efficient. So both the initial purchase as well as your expandability are both balanced and optimized for that, or for that purpose-built use case.
So this sounds very rational from a technology standpoint,
Yeah.
from a resource standpoint. But are there particular business results that come out of this that maybe you wouldn't expect?
I believe so. I mean, for one is, we have a lot of customers who are looking to take their existing acquisition model, which is I buy servers here, I buy storage over here, and I buy networking, and they have different refresh cycles. So one of the things that we expect and we anticipate and we're driving towards is to help the customer understand that you can merge all of those acquisition cycles and actually achieve better return on investment. In fact, we're working with a number of our analysts right now to help you quantify exactly how much money you're going to return or get back from the investments in Converged system. In addition to that, we're looking at the people who normally do the integration today at the customer sites, and we want to help the customer understand what other innovation effort those resources can do when you free them from having to build and assemble the solutions.
How does that help them from a human resources standpoint of getting the right people with the right skills to grow along with the data center as it's growing?
Yeah. So one thing, when you look at the Converged system, it's composed of a lot of moving parts. You know, no pun intended. And when you look at how you assemble those, it does require a certain skill set. Those skill sets may not be found in the customer's location. So the fact that we can bring the implementation and integration of that solution into HP's design center and manufacturing, we're taking that burden away not only for the effort, but also for the customer to have to find those skill sets and keep them trained up and maintain those skill sets, and it may be across multiple resources. So we anticipate and hope that our customers will start seeing the benefits of not having to keep all of those skill sets on their own staff, and they can take those resources and in essence repurpose them for more innovative activities in the customer site.
Well, and if they are maintaining their own capabilities as far as those skill sets, but yet they have only an occasional demand for it, it's very hard to keep them fresh.
Absolutely, and in fact, when you think about when new versions of software come out, if the burden is on the customer to have to retrain every resource every time a new version of software comes up or a new hardware, it's a challenge.
Yeah. So where do you see things heading in the future as far as converged systems?
I would look to see HP to adopt a broader portfolio of offerings. We do purpose-built solutions based upon what we see market needs heading towards. So today we have solutions based around our big data offerings, our virtualization offerings, hosted desktop, just to name a few. As new applications come online and those applications become quite popular and become a part of the everyday business needs for our customers, I would look to see HP to provide a broader offering of converged systems to address those specific workloads.
Excellent. Where can people go to find more information about converged systems and incorporate that planning into their management?
Yeah, so we have a number of options there. One is HP.com is a wealth of information across our full portfolio in addition to converged system. So we have a vanity URL, hp.com, go/converged system. That's one avenue. For our larger customers, we would encourage them to reach out to their account teams to help them understand what the new portfolio offering is. And for our smaller and mid-size or yet-to-be customers, I would encourage them to reach out to their channel partners that they normally do business with. And those channel partners have a strong relationship with HP. And through that combination, we can provide them with the right information about what's going to be best for their workloads.
Excellent, excellent. I'm looking up here to see who our honored guest is, and I'm not quite sure. Do you know who's joining us?
I think he's from Microsoft.
I believe that's correct. All right. Thanks very much for joining us here this afternoon. Thanks to you folks for continuing to follow us here in our coverage of HP Discover.
Great. Thank you very much, Andy. My pleasure.
Live streaming of SDR news coverage at HP Discover has been made possible by Intel Corporation. Check out Intel OpenPort IT, where you can connect with your peers at Intel on industry topics, best practices, strategies, and more. And by Microsoft, where HP and Microsoft are working together, combining their respective strengths to deliver innovative technologies to help advance your business.